Hey guys, it's Vicky, and today I am here to share with you a tag video. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a tag video, and I wasn't tagged by anybody to do this tag, but I did see Krista over at Books and Jams do it, and it looked like a lot of fun, so I decided I'm just going to do it. And it is the 2 books, 1 stone tag, and it was originally created by Shaun the Book Maniac. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive into the questions. Question 1 is the second last book you read. So for me, that is Anne of Ingleside by L.M. Montgomery. This is the 6th book in the Anne of Green Gables series. I don't want to say too much about it because it is the 6th book in a series, so it would be super spoilery. Except I will say in this one, it deals with Anne as a mother, which was nice. It was sweet. It was a good book to be reading at the time that I read it because I was at the same time reading a very dark and disturbing book, so this balanced things out quite nicely. Question 2 is the second book from the top of your TBR. I took that to mean like not the next book I'm planning on reading, but the next book after that. So I'm doing a buddy read, an impromptu buddy read of 3 Women by Lisa Taddeo with Bobby Reads Too Much, and then after that I'm going to be reading The Institute by Stephen King. This is one of my most anticipated reads of the year, so I'm really excited to dive into this one. Yeah, I'm already hearing good things about it, so yeah, I'm excited. Question 3 is 2 2-star reads. The first one I'm going to mention, I tried to think of ones that I haven't talked about on this channel, like maybe books that I read prior to BookTube. One of them is Carrie by Stephen King. I know, he's one of my favorite writers, and a lot of his books I really like. Carrie was not one of them. I found the ending to just be such a bleak, dark, horrible book. It just is one of those endings, one of those stories where it's like nobody wins, everybody loses. It's just really bad. And I just didn't sit well with me. I just didn't like it. And even the kind of the format of the book was kind of weird for me. Because if I remember correctly, it's been a few years since I read it, but if I remember correctly, there's like newspaper clippings and like excerpts from like textbooks and stuff, so it was kind of weird. I don't know. I just didn't really like it. Hence the 2-star rating. And then the other 2-star read is On the Road by Jack Kerouac. This is like kind of a modern classic or whatever that I think it's one of those books you either really like it or you don't, and I didn't. I thought the writing was good. I thought that it was very poetic and kind of felt almost like musical and almost kind of jazzy in a way. But the story and the beatnik sort of phenomenon of the time, I just couldn't get down with because it was just, these were kind of the people that would later become, well, not later become, but like they were kind of like hippies before they were hippies. They were kind of the hippies of that generation, whereas in like the 60s we had the hippies. And the beatniks were just, at least in this novel, I felt that they were selfish. I felt that they were ignorant. And I just got bored because a lot of the, and I know the book's called On the Road. It's like, Vicky, what were you expecting? It's a kind of a road trip sort of book, which I liked, but the back and forth across the country did sort of get a little boring. And like I said, the characters were just terrible, just terrible people. And I just hated it. But I liked the writing, so that's why I got a 2-star and not a 1-star. Question 4 is 2 great books by the same author. So I'm gonna go with Michael McDowell, whom I adore. And I'm gonna talk about The Elementals and Cold Moon Over Babylon. 2 wonderful horror novels that if you're a fan of horror and you haven't read these, you totally should, because they are so good. The Elementals especially, just the atmosphere in this book just blew my mind. The way that he makes something as simple as sand seem scary, just amazing. This one is a fantastic revenge, like ghost revenge story. So good. So good. And actually these are the only 2 Michael McDowell books I've read, but I plan on reading the rest of them. So yeah, definitely check these ones out. Question 5 is 2 bails or 2 books you wish you'd bailed on or 2 books you hated. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about 2 books I hated. The first one is a BookTube darling. Not a BookTube darling. It's like a book darling in general. It's a classic. I don't know, come at me if you want to. I didn't like it. That book is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Sorry guys, I didn't like it. I was not feeling Mr. Darcy. I was not feeling the love-hate relationship. The whole thing, I just didn't, I guess maybe like her humor and stuff, I'm just not down with. I just didn't care for. So yeah, sorry guys, I'm not a fan of Pride and Prejudice. I don't know if I want to read any more of her works. I don't know if I would like them. I don't know. And then the other one is Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. This was a thriller that came out a couple of years ago, and that book pissed me off to no end because the twist at the end, the big twist, was just so far out in left field that I was like, where did that even come from? It made no sense to me. I felt like almost like I had been manipulated and cheated, not in a good way. Like it just seemed like it came out of nowhere, and it felt like a cop-out, and it just pissed me off, and I did not like that book, and so I probably won't read any other books by that author. The next question is to name 2 favorite reads so far this year. I feel like I have talked about these books already on here at length, so I'm not going to go too in-depth with them, but the first one is The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. I absolutely loved this book. I read it back in March or April, I can't remember. Loved it so much. Such a great like coming of age story. It's a great LGBTQIA+, if that's how you say it, book. Great characters, just awesome. And then the other one is Confessions by Kane Minato. This so far is definitely my favorite like horror thriller novel that I've read this year. It's short, but it packs a punch. It's about revenge. It's dark. It's twisted. It'll leave you with your jaw on the floor. It's awesome. The next question is 2 favorite new booktubers, well, new to me booktubers. The first one I want to mention is Kaylin over at Kaylin Abridged. She has such a really cool vibe about her. We don't really read the same books. She's more of like a YA and like fantasy kind of reader, but I really like her personality. I really like just her vibe. Her vlogs especially are really good. She just has this just kind of really just kind sort of personality, very calming, and I just really like her. And then the other one is Tia over at Tia and All the Books. I've been subscribed to her for a couple of months, and I love her reading taste. She reads kind of widely like I do, so I love listening to her wrap-ups and stuff because she gives me some good ideas for books to read, and she just seems like a really nice person. Okay, and then the next the next question is a book that you have read twice. So for that, I'm going with The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I've read this book obviously twice. The last time was quite a few years ago, like when the movie came out, I think. So it was probably about, what, 5 years ago? But I really love this book, and I still have it rated as a 4 on Goodreads, but I think I need to up it to a 5 because it's one that I really enjoyed and that I will definitely read again and again. It's a great, just like high school kind of coming of age story about friendship, and yeah, it's really good. It'll tug at your heart. Okay, and then the last question is to tag some people to do the tag, but it has to be divisible by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and just do 2, and I'm going to tag Tia and Kaylin, the 2 booktubers that I mentioned in this video. So yes, you guys are tagged, and any of you out there that are watching this that want to do this tag, go ahead and do it. Yeah, and that's all I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you're having a wonderful week, and I will talk with you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. I know I just said bye, but I forgot to mention that this may very well be the last video that I film in this setup, because the room that my books are in right now, we are actually getting ready to renovate and give a little facelift to. We're going to paint, we're going to put some new flooring in, I'm going to get some new bookshelves. So yeah, I just wanted to officially say goodbye to this wonderful setup that has treated me so well. And yeah, I just wanted to mention that. My next few videos, I'll probably be in my bedroom because I won't have any books displayed to film in front of because they will all be packed away in boxes. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to take you on that journey as we redo this room because I'm excited about it. But yeah, other than that, okay, for real now, bye.